Hello friends, I am sitting out here on my deck. It is beautiful right now. I have the sprinkler going in the garden. Charlie is on my lap, which, right there, that's Charlie. Hi Charlie. So I thought that I would come out here and I would stitch for a little bit. There is a project in Australia where I think it's the South Australian Lace Guild, is making triangles that are 5 centimeters along one side, and you can either make isosceles or equilateral. Had to think about that for a moment. Triangles. Here, I'll set this down a bit. And they want white or pastel, so I did not start this. I started it in this like orangey gold color. So this is like not a great color, but I thought, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna start one and get a feel for it. And for those of you who don't know, which is probably a lot of you, Elena Dixon, who was my knotted lace teacher, was from Australia, and she was a part of the South Australian Lace Guild. And so she was also a part of the Portland Lace Society. And so all of the ladies in the Portland Lace Society kind of view that South Australian branch of lace makers as like sisters in lace, right? Because of Elena, because Elena spent part of her time in Australia and part of her time in Portland, and shared her knowledge and her friendship with so many people in both countries. So they are also making triangles to send to Australia, and Bev is going to send them, and she has asked us to either send them to her or bring them to her at the IOLI convention, which, as we know, is all coming up so very soon. So very soon. By the way, I'm getting like all the stuff in that I can get. I've got books, I've got thread, I've got tatting shuttles, I have I don't even know. Like, I got in needles. We've been trying to put kits together. I'm trying to pack samples. I bought silk. Sea silk from Handmaiden, which is like one of my favorites. And we have wool silk too. So I have pearly shell hand dyed and black sheep in-house, which is Tina's brand now, because we changed the name to a Twisted Pico, but we kept the black sheep in-house hand dye, so that's her brand. Yeah, it's going to be all at IOLI, and really looking forward to seeing everybody in Reno and doing stuff. But let me get back to my point here. I decided I would start a triangle and sort of test it out. So I've just cast on with a small loop center, and I did 9 loops. And now I'm kind of working my way around, and I have to decide at what point I can start to build out, because I am going to have to build in my corners. And so I've been thinking about this. Oh, did I skip a loop? Oh no, I'm good. So I've been thinking about this because I did want to make sure that I had a triangle, and I looked up, and 5 centimeters is like just under 2 inches. So this isn't a huge triangle. But the reason that I wanted to do knotted lace was in honor of Elena, who taught me. Just kind of seemed like the right thing to do. So I haven't fully figured out my like design theory, which is why I decided, when I saw that they wanted pastel or white, and I had started in not pastel or white, that this would be a good test. This is my experimental. Charlie, don't eat that. Nope, Charlie, my thread. Cats and thread, people. Nope. Give it back. That's mine. I'm gonna kick you off my lap, sir. Anyway, sorry. Cats and thread. So right now I'm just on my second round. I'm not doing anything fancy. And I started with a little small loop center. But if this works, I'll try to put up a little tutorial for it. And yes, I know I am supposed to be doing sashiko along things, but what can I say? I was just in the mood to work on this because it is due soon at IOLI, and I have finished 2 of my display pieces, but I still have 1 that I have to finish. And I'm running out of time, so it may go the way it is. I might just like steam it and call it good because, okay, I'm taking the temperature tat along, which I kind of am not done with, and I would sort of like to do a whole nother row of motifs, which potentially I could get that done. And then I kind of want to do an edging of some sort, but I haven't designed it yet. So it might be a little bit hard to finish that in, I don't know. So it may just go as is, and then it'll have to be a work in progress. So, oh yeah, I think I'm only going to really be able to do like 2 or 3 rows in this little center, and then I have to start building the corners out. So I need 3 corners, which is, you know, not impossible. Oh, I almost had my tail in there. I don't want you up here. You don't belong up here. No, no. And I don't have great technique right now, but I'm tired. I have spent all day working on the booklets that I write and finish, and I needed to update my intermediate tatting booklet so that I could teach it with the Lace Museum. And I did just teach an intermediate class at Hoosier Hills, which was fabulous. I only had 2 ladies that took it, but we had a great time. And I actually did everything in my pattern handout, and then I taught them a few extra things so that they got a little more for their time, just because there were only 2 of them, so I was able to do a little bit more. So that was great. And Deborah, I really hope I see her again. She's taken my classes 2 years in a row now, and she's an excellent student. She's left-handed. It's fun to teach her because she's left-handed. And so sometimes I have to practice being a left-handed needle lace maker or a left-handed tatter. And it's kind of fun for me because I do tend to use both of my hands a lot. I think all of us who craft tend to do that. Oh, thank you, Charlie. Got off my lap. Let me see, what am I at here? 1, 2, yeah, this is my last one. So 1 more carry up loop. What was I saying? Left-handed. Oh yeah, so sometimes it's just fun to be ambidextrous and to stretch your brain a little bit and to think about how we use both hands, because when you're knitting or crocheting or tatting or knotted lace making, I'm using both hands here, and there has to be coordination between both of them, which is why I think that crafting like this is really good for our brains. It makes us think, it makes us try new stuff, stretch our thought processes, stretch our physical limitations a little bit, and I just think it's a really good, thing. So I don't know. Oh, it's just been so nice tonight. It's so nice to chat with you guys too while it's so nice. It's just, you know, I got the sprinkler running and I'm out here with my plants and the hummingbirds are back. So I was really bad and I didn't put out any hummingbird nectar, sugar water. Ooh, yeah, for like 2 months. They've probably been here since at least April. And finally filled it up, and ooh, I've got one. He's here right now. I don't know if I can. I don't know if you can see him. He's right there, feeding at the feeder. Oh, and you can see the duckies running across the bottom of the screen. But there's my little hummingbird on my little feeder, and I will probably have to refill that tomorrow now that they've found it, which is not a bad thing. There, now you've seen my view from the deck. It's very nice. And, uh-oh. Smells a little skunky. That's not good. It has smelled just a little bit skunky for the last few nights. And not skunky like you're thinking, Tina. When you watch this, it is not that kind of skunk, even though that is now legal in Missouri. No, it's definite, like, actual real skunk. But I know it's not Charlie because he's up here with me. I know it's not Abby because she's downstairs. So it's not my creatures that have been skunked. But, oh my goodness, yep. I suppose someone could have hit a skunk. We are right next to a fairly busy now corner. It used to be really quiet out here, and we've had a lot of housing go in, which is really sad because like we moved several miles away from the city centers to be out in the country so that I could have my giant garden and my rabbits and my chickens and my ducks and, you know, live in the country because I am a country girl. And I just don't do well in city environments for more than about a week. By the time IOLI is over, I am so ready to be at home, to be in the quiet, to be outside in nature with my animals and my plants and to get my fingers dirty. And that's just about all I can take. So anyway, all right, here's what I have done so far. It's not very much. It's this itty bitty little, I don't know if I can get it to focus. Maybe. Nope. Okay, so it's this itty bitty. It's this little tiny guy. I am going to keep building on this, but I've only done these like start and 2 more rounds. And now I think I'm to the point where I need to start building out my corners. So I'm going to have to either, I think I have to do at least 2 increases in a corner to get the shape that I want, to try to make the triangle shape. So like I'll do stitch, stitch, increase 2, stitch, stitch, increase 2, or loop, loop, increase 2, loop, loop, increase 2. I might try just 1 to start with, but that's why, again, since they really wanted pastel or white, this is a really good little tester for me so that I can try it out. And it only has to be 2 centimeters along the one edge and look like a triangle. That's the important part. So, you know, I'm going to try to get 1, hopefully. Maybe I'll get more done, but I'm going to try to get at least 1 done for, yeah, the South Australian Lace Guild that I can hopefully have Bev send with all of the other triangles from the Portland Lace Society. But it does seem to be getting rather dark here, so it's probably time for me to go in and keep working on this. So I'll try to take pictures like as I get a little bit bigger piece. Yeah, and go keep plugging away at all the things I need to get done. If you didn't catch it, we do have a sale going on with the Haya knitting needles. So that's 20% off through, I think it's June 21st. And I noticed we had a ton of Haya needles. So I thought, well, I'll throw the discount out there and see if I can help someone out. I also put the new sea silk up, so I got a little shipment in of sea silk and sea lace, and then I also got just a few new colors of Lisbeth in, and I've restocked a bunch of our scissors. So yeah, there's new stuff on the website. If you haven't signed up for our newsletter, please do. I do send that out like once a month, once every 3 weeks. Sometimes it's every 2 weeks, but usually it's like every 3 to 4. I do my best, but you know, lots of spinning plates. So anyway, make sure that you have liked and subscribed, that you followed us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. And I'm sorry I haven't put up much with TikTok. I do have a few little videos that are coming up soon that I will try to get up on TikTok. So anyway, I'm doing the best that I can on that. And I will have a new video up pretty quickly with garden stuff. So I'll show you kind of what's been growing in the last couple of weeks, what I got going on out there, because it's fun. It's fun to see what's, you know, growing in my garden. At least I think it is. And I hope you guys enjoy that too. But please remember to comment on this video, you know, give it a like, help us out. Tell your friends about us because it does help us to grow our channel. And I will try to keep putting up more videos with knotted lace and with Sashiko along. That's going to bleed probably into July, just because I've got a lot of Sashiko to stitch and I haven't done very much of it on video with you. So I either have to catch up off screen or I'm going to have to, you know, do some catch-ups on videos here. But anyway, I will see you all next time. Please take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and craftually. And don't forget to go check out atwistedpico.com. I will see you all later.